Hey guys, so I wanted to take one of the palettes that I showed you in my shopmissay.com haul video and test it out on camera together. So that's what we're going to do today. So I thought this was probably the most interesting one of the bunch. This is one of the Santee Matte eyeshadow palettes. This is number 7. And yeah, you get a white, a black, a aqua, teal, turquoise type color, a purple, and a bright pink. And yeah, I thought we could test that out together. So I'm going to start with my e.l.f. eyelid primer in sheer. And just blend that out with my finger. I have on that highlighter that I was oohing and ahhing about, the AOA Studio highlighter in Demure. Good thing I just checked the label. No, Amore, not Demure, Amore. But yeah, you can definitely see it popping in the light there. All right, let's get into this. I can't decide if I like the packaging of this. I mean, the Eiffel Tower is kind of cute. I don't know about the rhinestones, but yeah, it's cute, I guess. The cover doesn't open all the way, so don't try to push it past this point or it will break. Okay, I'm going to take an AOA Studio E132 brush and I'm going to use the white for my highlight shade. And again, these are all matte, so there's not going to be any shimmer in these. So this should be very interesting because I normally do like shimmer in my eye looks. I suppose if it looks really flat and boring, maybe we can add a little something at the end. Okay, this is blending nicely. But see, matte shadows, they don't catch the light. Okay, now we're gonna go in with this AOA Studio shader brush. This is E131. And let's see, what direction should we go? Let's go counterclockwise. We're gonna go in with this teal, aqua, turquoise type color. Pick some of that up on the brush. And I'm going to go onto the inner half of my lids. And from what I remember when I was swatching these, you just have to keep layering it. You can get the opacity that you want, but you just have to take the time to layer it. Okay, I think in order to save time, maybe we should just do one eye at a time and then I can duplicate the second one off camera. Okay, I'm just going to flip the brush over and go into the purple now. I am tapping off the excess because when I move the brush onto the eyeshadow, it is creating some fallout. Okay, now I'm going to go onto the outer part of my lids. Gets kind of tricky when you get in the middle there. Because you don't want to overlap. Oh boy, I'm getting fallout on my face now. You don't want to overlap if you can help it, because then you could create like a muddy color in the middle, which you don't want to do. But I also don't want like any skin showing through or white spots. Okay, I'm going to, can you see I've got fallout there? I'm gonna just press this tissue. Nope, that didn't work. Okay. I was hoping that the eyeshadow would stick to it. So I'm going to take some of the powder that I used on my face. This is the e.l.f. HD powder in Soft Luminance. And I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush, pick up some of this powder, and see if I can dust this off. So I'm very lightly like sweeping it sideways with the powder. Okay, that worked. Yay! Let's just take a little bit more. Okay, so you might want to do your eyes first if you have this palette. Okay, so next I'm going to go into this hot pink, and this time I'm going to use an AOA Studio E129 brush. This is a little bit tapered. Tap off the excess. Look at that color. And I'm going to like pat this on just for placement right now. We'll worry about blending later on. Right now I just want to get it in the area that I want it and get the shape that I want. So I'm just kind of dabbing it right now. Okay, now using small circular motions, I'm going to start blending. It helps if you start from the outside and then work your way in. Okay, I'm just going to pick up the tiniest little bit of product and go right in the middle here, because there seems to be a gap. Okay, right in between there, I'm still seeing like the purple isn't prominent enough, so I'm going to go back into the purple and go right in the middle. Okay, that's better. Alright, next I'm going to go in with this Zoeva 238 Luxe Precise Shader Brush, and I'm going to go into the black, pick up a little bit of product there, and I'm just going to go right on the lash line and just smudge it. Okay. Now I'm going to take this Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Pencil Liner in Deep Onyx. It's just a black pencil liner. And I'm going to go on the waterline. Let's do the tight line too. I had to stop and sharpen the pencil. You definitely don't ever want to go in and try to do your tight line with a pencil that isn't sharp enough, because you could end up scratching the inside of your eye. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go in with Milani, the violet one, lash primer. Wipe off the excess. It's getting a little easier to work with now that I've had it for a few weeks. And by the time it gets to be exactly the right amount of product on the brush that I want, it'll probably be time to throw it out. Isn't that always the way? Actually, no, it isn't usually always the way. Usually with mascaras, usually I feel like it doesn't deposit enough color, but with that it deposits a lot. Okay, next on the Rise mascara. And first I'm going to do my lower lashes. And what do? Wiggle, lift, and roll. Wiggle, lift, and roll. It's tricky, guys. It really is doing that motion, but wow. It really makes a difference in how your mascara is going to look. Alright, now keep in mind, this is a $1 eyeshadow palette. So I think it's pretty. Let's blend this just a little bit more. I think it's pretty, but I miss the shimmer. I miss the shimmer. Okay, what if I have an idea. Okay, I think I talked about this in the haul video, but I didn't like tell you what the product was or show it, so that would be a good idea. This is the Santee Glam Eyes Twin Eyeshadow Palette, and this is number 9. I checked the Shop Missy website yesterday, and this is available. So you get a purple on one side, and then you get like an indigo on the other. that purple, I love the indigo too, but that purple, one day I just swatched all my purple eyeshadows, and this was the most impressive out of all of them. And this palette is $1. Yeah, I can't believe that this is actually in stock and not one of the ones that's sold out or out of stock right now, because it's so good. So let's take, let's just take this small blending brush. It's an AOA Studio E128. Let's go into that purple and just put a little bit in the center. Because we need a little bit of shimmer. Right where those two eyeshadows meet. Okay, I'm going to do my other eye, come back, and then I'm going to spray my face, and we'll see if that alters the look a little bit. Okay, so the other eye is done. So now I'm going to take my Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist, shake it up because it separates, and we're going to spray some of this on in. Let's see. Okay, so this is before the setting spray. It's actually not a setting spray so much as it is like a refresher, but I like what it does to the makeup usually. Not always, usually. So especially with a matte eyeshadow situation like that, it should help. Okay, that sort of brightened everything a little bit, made the colors blend a bit more, made my face highlighter pop a little bit. Okay, so yeah, not bad for $1, I think. I think that they worked pretty well. I mean, you can't compare a $1 palette to something else. And I think putting a little bit of that, just a tiny little bit of that shimmer shade in the middle, it helped it not look so flat. And it also, the spray helped a little bit too. It just really meshed everything together. So that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, if you want to. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.